What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Sir House of Jazz. Jazz. The piano tutorial man. And you already saw the thumbnail, so this is just a short video, but I got it for you. It's the formula. If you are having trouble memorizing all of your major scales, I got the formula for you. And it just so happened to be on the screen in like a little yellowish gold color. You see the words whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Now you may be scratching your head and be like, what the heck that got to do with major scales? Everything, okay? It has everything to do with it. This is the formula. If you are having a hard time memorizing your major scales, or at least being able to figure it out without having to have it written down somewhere, or have a book. You want to be able to just sit at the piano, and if there's a scale that you're not sure about, to be able to figure it out on spot. I got you. I'm going to jump right into it. Now, the formula that you see on the screen, whole and half is short for whole step and half steps. Okay. Now, you do have to know the difference between a whole step and half step, and I can teach you that in about 5 to 10 seconds. Okay, now if you look on the screen, I'm playing middle C right now. Whenever you move to the very next note to the left or the right, like C to C sharp, that's called a half step, okay? When you move to the very next note. Now, when you skip that next note and then you move to the next note, that's called a whole step. That's the lesson for whole step and half steps right there. So C to C sharp or D flat, that's a half step, right? Because I moved from one note and I went to the very next note, okay? But if you go from C, and if I skip C sharp and go straight to D, that's called a whole step, okay? You got it? Half step, whole step. And it doesn't matter where you are on the piano. If you're on the letter E, right? And you want to move to the very next note, it's F, right? That's a half step, right? Even though, because there's no black key in between E and F. So E to F is still a half step. But if I move from E to F sharp, that's a whole step, okay? So you got the difference now. Whole steps and half steps. It's that simple. Don't make it harder than what it is. It really that simple? Yes. It's that simple. Okay, now that we know what whole steps and half steps are, I'm going to show you how to build a major scale using the formula you see on the screen. Whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step. Most of you probably know your C major scale by heart, right? So you don't have to think about it, but I still like to start with the C major scale. Since most people know what it is, it's kind of easy to teach you how the formula works by starting with C major. So you have C, right? Now, push whatever scale that you're going to play. Make sure you play that note first before you start the formula, okay? So press C. Now move a whole step. Remember, a whole step means you have to skip the next note. So that's a whole step, right? Move another whole step. Now move a half step, right? E to F is a half step, right? So far we did whole, half, right? Now move another whole step. Another whole step. Another whole step. And then half step. Major scale works with every single major scale known to man, okay? And there's not that many of them. I think it's like 12, right? But anyway, okay. Now, let's take a look at it in another key. So let's say you can't remember your F major scale, right? Okay. You can use the same formula, whole, half, whole, half. But this time you're going to start on F. So remember, before you start the formula, say it with me, before you start the formula, press down the first note first. So press F down first. Do that first. Now do the formula. Whole step, half step, right? Because A to B flat is a half step, right? Now whole step. So we did whole, half, right? So now we got to do whole step, right? Because B flat to C is a whole step, right? Why? Because I skipped over the B, right? Right? Just want to make sure I break that down. Let's start it over. So we got F, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step, right? E to F is a half step. Oh, that's your F major scale. Ugh. And no, I'm not doing no editing on this video, so that mistake is going to be left in there. But there you go. You can do that with every single key. Let's do A flat just for the fun of it. You got A flat, okay? Press the A flat down first. Now do this formula. Okay, so we got whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. That's your A flat major scale. Works with every single key. I'll do one more and then we're going to cut the video off because this is just a short, quick lesson. I'm thinking tomorrow, if you're watching this, what's today's date? 1, 2, 3. I think this is October 4th. If you're watching this on Tuesday, October 4th, 2022, I think I'm going to go live on Wednesday, which is October 5th. And I'm going to do a more extended version where I'm going to show you every single major scale in all 12 keys. All right. But for right now, we're going to keep this one quick. I said A flat. No, but we did A flat. What was the next key I said I was going to do? I forgot. So let's just say D major just for the fun of it. So we got D, right? Remember, play the D first. D, right? Now you're going to go whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. You no longer need to have it written down, looking at a book. You can just literally sit at a piano. And if you don't have a scale memorized, you can figure it out. And most of you should know, if you have your major scale figured out, now you can start figuring out all your chords. I did a video on how to build chords off of the major scale. I did a short one and a long one. So check the description box of this video and there'll be a link to how you can build a chord from the major scale, okay? And it might actually pop up around here somewhere, but if not, it'll be in the description box. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Use that formula. Learn those major scales, especially if you're a beginner. Learn the major scales. Learn them in every single key, because once you do that, you'll be able to make chords in all keys. You want to be able to play the piano in all keys. If this helped you out, please leave a comment and don't forget to click like and let me know if it helped. And also in the comment section, let me know what other short videos you would like for me to do that could help you in your piano journey. Until the next one, I'll see you.